Alrighty, here we have the Karate Kid Street Rumble. We've been playing Xbox Series X. This is courtesy of Outright Games, being an Outright Games ambassador, as well as in collaboration with Game Mill. So I thank them both for the review opportunity here. This is a pretty fun side-scrolling beat-em-up game that has you going through all of the Karate Kid films in a very interactive and fun and entertaining way. So that's what you have with story mode. You have other modes here, so you can do mini games. I have not unlocked any of the other ones there, but you do have boss rush. You have endless mode. You have arcade mode there, which is kind of cool. Mini games has you picking a character. I'm going to go and just pick Daniel here. And then each mini game you unlock, you'll be able to do those here. I only have Karate Practice, which is a QTE game. And then you've got extra content here, so you've got the music player and the art book. Pretty cool, they give you an art book, pretty awesome. Then you have the music player, you can go through all the music with some photos, pretty awesome. And when you pick story mode, you can play up to 4-player cooperatively, which is pretty cool on one system. When you pick character, you can pick Daniel Russo, you can pick Mr. Miyagi, Ali Mills, and Kumiko. I prefer to play as either Daniel or actually, no, I would say Mr. Miyagi and Kumiko are probably my favorite characters. They all play a bit differently. I'll go ahead and play as Mr. Miyagi. Confirm. Now, I haven't gotten very far through the game. The reason for that is because I've been trying to get S ranks with every character in every level, and that's not easy to do. I did it on the first one, as you can see there, on medium difficulty. But I haven't gotten them on the other ones there. But this is a really fun and addictive game. My only issue with the game is that the levels are a little bit longer than I feel they should be. But let's go ahead and jump into first day at school. And I'll go ahead and play on medium difficulty. The cutscenes are okay. I like the fact they're animated. I wish there were more along the lines of like traditionally animated, but the still images with subtle animations it still looks good. But when you start a stage, you've got a little bit of dialogue at the start, and then you just jump right into the action. So you got to jump, you got a light attack, a strong attack, and then you have a dodge. I love Mr. Miyagi's dodge. And you have a aerial attack too, which is nice. You can hold down the heavy attack button to charge it to do a lot of damage. And you can also do a special move by hitting RB that does a serious amount of damage. And if you get each enemy down quite a bit, you can pretty much clear the area with that ultimate attack there. That you have to fill the bar for. But what I like about the game is that you level up your character. You can learn moves. You can like upgrade moves, which is kind of cool. Learn new move sets. So I kind of like that about this game. I think it's neat. Kind of gives that River City, River City vibe to it. River City Ransom, excuse me, vibe to this game, which I really appreciate. And I love the fact that we got a side-scrolling beat-em-up game in the Karate Kid realm. It's classic, iconic movies that are just fun to watch. And I love the fact when he plays Mr. Miyagi, a staple character in the series. I do wish there was more pickups. Like I wish you could pick up like nunchucks or something. to use, but the game focuses on karate because it's the Karate Kid. I get that, but I think the use of weapons would have been nice. But I do also appreciate the fact that you can charge up and then change direction midair if you're doing an aerial attack, like with the heavy attack button, which is really handy, especially if the enemies decide to try to go one way and they end up going another way. Definitely appreciate that. So to get the S ranking, you have to pretty much get through each level pretty quickly and take little to no damage. Otherwise you're not going to get it. And this is talking about a barrier, so you got to take down the barrier. I don't understand why they chose to do this. I think it's kind of silly to have a barrier you have to attack, almost like a boss. But I think one of the reasons they did this was the fact I think this game focuses on being a multiplayer experience as opposed to a single player experience. And I think the game is geared towards that. That's not to say it's a bad thing, but I feel like with its focus being on multiplayer, if you play a single player, the barriers that it puts in the game for you to attack like bosses feels like filler. It feels like just kind of busy work, if you will. Whereas if you play with multiple people, it's gonna go much quicker because you don't have just one person wailing on the barrier. You've got multiple people attacking it, so it's gonna be something that's gonna go down a lot quicker than doing it on your own. But great animations, awesome music, fun, addictive gameplay. Even with as long as these levels tend to feel, if you go through them enough, it's pretty easy to get through them. It doesn't feel as long. But when you initially go through a stage, it can feel pretty long. But again, I think that goes back to the fact this game is more geared towards being a multiplayer experience. So it's not going to be as long when you have multiple people attacking enemies and taking them out and continuing. So if you like the Karate Kid, if you like beat 'em ups like Double Dragon, the TMNT games, we're basically Ransom, you guys got to pick this game up. It's a beautiful game, very well done, and pretty addictive. And you get to play as Mr. Miyagi. How can you go wrong? And given the fact that it's got that RPG element to it, it's got a lot going for it. It's just an overall fun and engaging game. And one I'd highly recommend checking out if you're a fan of beat 'em ups or if you're a fan of the Karate Kid or both. Definitely a game you gotta pick up. I'm going to go into the review here, though. I do want to thank Outright Games as well as Game Mill for the opportunity to cover this game on behalf of being a Outright Games ambassador. And yeah, I'm going to play this game up. I will leave a link to get the game description down below, as I always do. I'll thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and as always, until next time, take care and happy gaming.